Hi, beautiful people. I'm doing a full face makeup glam for you guys today, and I hope you like it. This is a live tutorial, so there's gonna be some noise, just warning you in advance. The kids are here, and yes. So, yes, I'm gonna start. I wasn't sure what eye look to go for, but from my last video, I said I was gonna try a cat eye look, so I decided to do a cat eye look for you guys. So yeah, let's get the party started. We'll see how many people will join us for this live session, and that would determine if I'm gonna do this often or not. But yes, I was just excited that I could do a live video on my phone. Yeah, not just on my laptop, but from my phone. So I really wanted to give it a go, and yeah, I'm doing it now. Whilst I'm doing this, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Hey, we don't come. Thank you, sis. I see you. I'm happy. If you have your kits with you and you feel like, yes, let me get glam with Boss Beauty, then feel free and let's do this together. And then you can send me a picture of what you do at the end of this session. I'm hoping this session will not go over 1 hour, but let's see. I'm just trimming my brow, just making it neat. I don't like to overdo it, so just something to make it neat and sharp. Please feel free to ask any question as I go along. Don't be shy. My lips feel a bit dry, so I'm just going to put a bit of a lip gloss. I'm going to start with filling my brow. So I'm actually going to do it in a way that, yes, it's a regular way of doing your brows, which is of doing your makeup, which is doing your brow first. I'm using the Got2b glue, the yellow one. Since I've used this glue, I've just loved it. Like, I feel like it just does the magic. If you haven't tried this technique, then guys, you should give it a try. You will definitely love it. It just keeps your brow hair in place all day, and it makes it look very natural when you're drawing your pencil as well. So I've got the gel on this brush that I'm using to brush my hair. So just warning again, the kids are around and there'll be some noise. I'm sorry in advance, but we'll try and keep it low. So as I'm brushing the brow hair up, it's staying in place because of the glue, and that is what makes it easy to draw. You can use a brow gel for this as well, but since I use this glue, I just find that is very, very easy. I've got the sub brow, but since I've been using this, it's like my go-to. But I'm not sure if I'm going to use it on clients yet, because obviously I haven't tried it on. I've tried it on myself. I've not had any problem with my skin, so fingers crossed, And because you're only using a little amount, and I think almost everybody uses this glue on their hair, so I don't think there will be any problem. So I'm using my Evita Joseph brow pencil in chestnut brown. This brow pencil has different colors. I use chestnut brown, or I use perfect chocolate or rich espresso, but I use the rich espresso mainly on someone that is really, really dark. So can you see how steady my hand is? I've drawn that line, and then I will fill up the top as well, make it join the bottom one, and then fill in that middle bit. Yeah, I hope my phone doesn't start ringing and then it will go off, because I'm doing it on my phone. I'm just making strokes. And there you go. I'm gonna do the other side as well. Literally taking my time. At the top. And just filling in everywhere else. Please feel free to ask any question that may come up. That is looking really big now, but I'm going to use my concealer to clean it. It's good for it to be big and then use your concealer to adjust it than for it to be too thin. I don't like it when it's too thin. If you actually, at least looking at it, you can see that my hair is literally that size when I brushed it up. And then even when I brush it down as well, you can see that the hair is still there. That's why it's good to always brush it up, so that it helps you to see where to start and where to finish the top of your brow and the bottom of your brow. If you don't brush it up, then it can be confusing because you don't know your points. So yeah. Okay, so I'm happy with the shape that I've drawn. Now I'm going to use my concealer to clean it, and then if I need to adjust it with my pencil, I can always do that. So I'm using NARS concealer, this one, Natural Radiant in Amande. You can use your brush, or you can just use it from the concealer, which I tend to use most of the time. I find it very easy. On myself, on clients, I would definitely use brush, but on myself, and what I'm doing is mainly something that you can do for yourself. So let your hand be as straight as possible. I wanted to have music on, but copyright would not let me be great, so I can't. And then I'll do the other side. Look at how straight that hand is. When you're doing your brow, you want to be as steady as possible. Sometimes when I'm doing my client's face and they're talking, I actually feel like I feel guilty for myself because I know it's going to be a struggle, but obviously I can't tell them to keep quiet. So, you know, you just have to do it as much as you can. But it's good to, you know, have a very steady hand when you're doing the brow because it makes life easy for you. And now I'm just brushing out the hair, taking this, starting out, doing the same thing on the other side. You can see that my hand is light on this side from the beginning rather than how thick it is in the middle. You don't want it to be thick in the beginning because you don't want it to look too fake and artificial. You want it to look as natural as possible. Now I'm just brushing out the excess concealer. So when you're doing, hey Tammy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Yes, you made it. So yes, if you have any question as I go along, please feel free to ask. And you can see how natural that middle bit looks. That's the point. That's what we want. And as you're, you know, concealing, like as you're brushing out the excess concealer, when you're using your concealer, even though we want to use something that is at least lighter than you, it is preferable to use a shade lighter than you so that it gives you that natural effect. We don't want it to look too white or too dark. You just want it to be the right, you know, the right color so that it makes blending easy for you. When you're using a very light shade, that's when you start having problems of blending and then you get fed up and then you just leave it. You want to, you know, make life as easy as possible for yourself. So now I'm just blending that concealer and you can see how easy or how quick it is to actually just blend that in. Yeah, that's what we want. Please share with your friends, get them to come on board, you know, watch the video, depending on how, you know, how much the kids behave. If I feel like the noise isn't too much, then I might leave this on. But if I feel like it's too noisy, I don't like it, then I don't think I'll be saving the live video. But I'm hoping it will be good so I can save it and then people can watch it later. That's the point. But you know, with these children, you cannot, if I can lock them in the toilet, I will, but I can't. So yeah. So yes, that's what I have, the bottom on both sides, and you can see how nice and easy that was to get to draw, and it's very, you know, nice and straight as well. I've not done the top. I rarely do the top. If I'm going to do the top, I do it with my foundation shade. If you're going to use a concealer for the top, then you want to use a concealer that matches your skin color, that matches your skin tone. So just for the, you know, essence of the training for the video, I'm going to be using my foundation from Almakaj and a flat edge brush, this one. I'm taking it, you know, little amount and using the side. You can do it like this, but it's very, very difficult doing that. I can't do it like that. I like to use it on the side. So I tend to put the concealer on the side and then do a straight line. Like so. So if you feel like the brow, the pencil that you've drawn is too big, too fat, then you can reduce it with your concealer or with your foundation. You know, it's better to do it that way than having a, like I said, when you have a thin brow hair, it doesn't look nice. And then just use your blending brush and just blend that out. And what we want is just the effect of what you've done. We don't want a deposit of product, which is why it's good to use your foundation shade. If you feel like this is getting boring, you want music, then let me know, but copyright cannot let me put music, I'm sorry. So I can sing with my mouth if you want. I don't know how to sing. Then on the other side. You see how I've reduced that one. Yeah, and then I'm going to blend that out again. Can you see how easy that is? Like, always use a shade that is close to your skin tone. How do you like that brow? Do you like it? Is it the same? Is it different? Obviously your brows, they're not twins, they're sisters. You want them to be as close as possible, not to be exactly the same thing. They can't be exactly the same thing because your brows, your natural brows, they don't grow the same way. They are not the same thing. So what we want to do, all the point of all this that I've just done is just to get them to look as close as possible, not to be the same thing, you know. If you can get them to be the same thing, fine, but it's not the end of the world if they're not the same. You just want them to be as close as possible, and if you take your time to do it, you will get there. Don't rush it, okay? So I finished the brow. Should I do the foundation or should I do the eyeshadow? I'm going to do the eyeshadow. You know, that's the way you would normally do it. So I've done the brow. I'm going to do the eyeshadow. To do the eyeshadow, you need a very good base, a very good eyeshadow primer. Normally, or before, we use the very liquid creamy eyeshadow, you know, a base eyeshadow primer, but now we tend to use base or concealer that is thick because you want something that will stay, something that would bring out the color of the eyeshadow that you're using. And there are several ones. You have your NYX, the milk eyeshadow base, the milk pot or the pencil. You have your P. Louis, which it works like a concealer as well. And you know, everyone's favorite is the LA Pro, if I can find it. Where's my LA Pro? You have the LA Pro concealer. Yeah, so any of this, a thick concealer would do. Recently, I've been using my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to be using today. You can use your LA Pro, like I said, is exactly the same thing. Anything concealer will do the job for you. So I'm just applying that on my lid and I'm just going to blend that with my blending brush. You can blend it with your beauty blender, but I feel like with your beauty blender, because beauty blender is big, if you have a small one, then you might find it easier, but it's just easy to do it, you know, with a brush, and you can go into the corners really well. It helps you to blend it as much as possible as well. And when you're blending, you want to make sure you get rid of any creases. Let me see if I can share. No, I can share it. I'm just trying to share the video so that, you know, we can get more people on board, because it would be nice, you know, for it to be. So yeah, it's just blending out the concealer, and as you're blending the concealer, you see that it dries as well. Yeah, so I think I'm happy with that. And as per the title of this video, I said I was going to do a cat eye look. And from my research of cat eye look, it's literally the way you do your wing. That's literally what determines, you know, if it gives you a cat eye look or not. So something to help me with that, I'm going to use my eyeshadow shield to help make that, you know, easy. So got two eyeshadow shield. Your eyeshadow shield actually helps to protect, you know, any fallout going on your skin. This is available on Amazon. I think it's on eBay as well, but it took a very long time for me to actually find it on eBay. I've bought some on AliExpress before, but when I bought it, I think I bought a gel pad instead of the eyeshadow shield. So you want to be careful when you're buying this. So what this just does is it helps to get, you know, the perfect shape of your liner of your wing there, or even your eyeshadow staying in place, and it helps to prevent it from falling onto your skin as well. When you're doing your eyeshadow, you always want to get rid of any creases on your under eye so that you can get a perfect, you know, blend of eyeshadow. So I'm just making sure the creases are gone. So I'm using this eyeshadow palette from Tati Beauty. I'm sure you guys have seen it a lot, and the reason why I'm using it is because it's got the gold that I want and it's got the black that I want as well. So I'm going to use this flat brush to take color first and then use it as a wing there. Like so. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. I hope this comes out as I want, but yeah, I told you the kids. So I want something a bit dramatic actually. And then I'm taking the black again, and this time I'm gonna go into my crease. This point here is my crease. So where your eye socket goes in, there is your crease, and there is your crease. So even when you're doing a cut crease look, that's where you want to go. So I'm taking that brown, that black color, and I'm going into that crease like so. Yeah. So what the eyeshadow base that I used, what it does is it helps your color to pop, and it helps the color to stay in place as well. And when you're doing your eyeshadow, no matter how much you try to be as steady as possible, you still make that one mistake, which I've just done here. But if you do it in a steady pace, then it makes it easy to just correct it in the first place. So me folding my eyes like that helps me to stay in the crease. Yeah. So by the time I take out this paper, this shape will be on a very straight, sharp line. Now I'm just going to blend that crease. I hope this comes out, you know, the way I'm expecting it to. Like I said, I don't think I've really done a cat eye look before, but I just wanted to give it a go. So just blending this out. We always want to blend out the ash lines. Yeah, same thing. Sophia, close the door, please. So, always blend that ash line out. And just to make it more bold, I'm going to go in with more black color, but staying just in that area, just there. Do the same on the other side. This is a very round, small blending brush that I'm using. I'm just using my big brush to get rid of that ash line. Same on the other side. And now I'm going to go in with a flat brush and I'm going to get some gold color from the same palette. And that gold is going in there. I'm going to clean this black color in a bit. I'm just filling in the middle, the black with the gold color. So because we mapped out our crease, it was easy for that color to just stay in that crease. And just going in. I'm just going in with my black color. So really, a cat eye is just a smoky eye look as well, but using black instead of, you know, using brown or a different color. So I'm going to do the other side. Yep. And then I'll go in more with the black color. Close the door. So yeah, I think I like this eye look. Yeah, so I think I finished with that eye makeup. I'm just gonna finish up with the eyeliner and everything else. Just going in a bit more with a gold color. You can use any gold color for this part. It can be a yellow gold, it can be a orangey gold, any gold. Okay. So now I'm going to do my eyeliner, and I'm going to use this one from Huda Beauty. I'm using the liquid liner, and I'm going there. I know because I've used the black eyeshadow, you won't really see the color, but this is a very dark color, so you'll still be able to see it regardless. And I'm gonna do the other side. With the eyeliner, it's very advisable to do it in a very thin way, because if you make any mistake, then you can easily, build it up. Or because once you make mistake with your eyeliner, if it's too thick, it's very difficult to actually reduce it. It's always very difficult to reduce it. So I'm going to leave it like that because I'm still going to use my glue on top of that for my lashes. So I don't want to put too much in there. I tend to do my lashes last. So for now, I'm going to leave that eye, let the eyeliner dry, and do everything else on my face before going into doing my lashes and finishing up the eye look. So now I'm going to take out this paper so you can see the effect. Can you see what is done? How is made my eyeliner and my eyeshadow look very sharp at that edge. That's what it does. And then taking out the other one as well. Exactly the same thing, and you can see that effect of how the eye is going up already. That's what I wanted. And you can see that the excess eyeshadow that should have been on my skin has gone on the paper, on the shield. The same thing on the other one as well. That's the advantage of using the paper shield, and it helps to get your eyeliner very straight as well. So I'm just using wipes to clean out any, yeah, and then on the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to prime my face. For the primer, I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip as my primer. Using the milk. Then that on. And I'm just blending that in. So until that feels dry on my skin, then yes, I will start going in with my foundation. And for my foundation, I'm using the Almacaj, which is my favorite for now. Until I find something else, it is going to be Almacaj. It matches my skin tone, it makes blending easy, and you know, it lasts me all day, and it works with every primer that I've used. So yeah, I like it. Even though looking at the bottle you're thinking, oh, that looks orangey, you know, on our skin, but it is the match for me. So putting that on. And in my recent videos, I've been using a brush to blend it. So today I'm using my beauty blender to blend out the foundation. You can see when I said this is the right shade for me, you can see how it's just disappearing into my skin. And you can see those blackheads, you know, they're not very in your face, but at least you can see that I have blackheads. This covers them as well. So what more can I ask for? Hello. Hi, student. Thanks for joining me. Doing the same thing. If you need, you know, help with finding a match with this Almacaj, then please contact me and I will help you to go through the questionnaire online and we can get a match for you. There's a match, I think there's a match for everyone with this foundation. You just have to be able to answer the questions correctly, and then that way you get the right shade for you. So if you need any help completing the questions, then let me know and I'll be here to help you. And regardless of you using brush, using beauty blender, this foundation just finds a way to just blend. Like, I just love it. And remember, because I've used the same foundation to clean the top of my brow, I don't have to go to my brow anymore. I would just go over everywhere else. And that's the advantage of using your foundation shade for your brow. And then when you're doing the top, you don't want to do it in a round motion like this. You can start like that, but to finish off, you have to blend into your edges. That way you don't have any round circle of foundation or deposit of foundation on your forehead. That is when you take picture and then you're like, oh my god, you know, we don't even know if you're light skinned or dark skinned, but if you've brushed it into your edges, then it disappears into the edges. So yeah, and with Beauty Blender, this just blends out so easily and very quickly as well. And if you feel like, oh no, this is not giving me the full the full coverage that I want, it is buildable, and all you need to do is just add some extra pump to your Beauty Blender or to your foundation. And I'm happy with this coverage, but just for you to see that it is buildable, you can add more. I like a very lightweight because I'm still going to add concealer, going to add powder, blusher, and all of those things. You don't want your face to feel too heavy, so a little goes a long way with this foundation. But at least you can see what that is doing when I added the extra top up to it. It just gives you more coverage on your face. So, and then do the top as well. Yeah, I take my time when I'm blending the foundation. You feel like, oh, do I have to spend 1 hour 30 minutes blending? No, but you just don't want to have any visible ash lines. You want to make sure that your blending is equal. It's done seamlessly and nicely, like so. And because this shade matches my neck, I don't have to actually do this. That's the advantage of finding a foundation that blends with your neck. Then you don't have to keep, because if I put it, this top actually goes up, then it's going to stain, and then even before you get to the party, your white has turned to brown. So you want to make sure you get the right shade of foundation, and then you avoid putting it in your neck area. And I'm happy with that blend. So now I'm going to go ahead pardon me, I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer. So please, if you have any question, feel free to ask, and I'm sure I will be answering every questions. I'm going to go ahead again with my NARS concealer. Another one that I like to use is the Huda Beauty. Where is it? This Huda Beauty, but Huda Beauty is very full coverage. So maybe if I'm going for an event and I want to go all out, then yes, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm just getting glam to stay in the house. So I'm going to be using my NARS. NARS gives you full coverage as well, and it is easy to blend as well. It is very nice and smooth on your face. And I like to use two colors, one for my inner eye on this side. And what the concealer actually does is it helps to lift up your face. So you've gone to work and you're going to a party, you're tired, you've got your dark circles, you've got your baggy, puffy under eye. Your concealer helps to make all of that diminish. Like, it helps to get rid of that. That's what the concealer does. So now I'm gonna go on the other color. So I'm using two colors, Amande and Caramel. Those are my favorite color to use on myself from NARS. You can see that they're not very far off. It's really close. So either of them is fine, but I just like the full package, so I like to use both of them. Yeah. And my nose, my forehead. And these places that we're highlighting is because when you're taking picture, those are the places that the light bounces on your face. And the places that we contour, those are the places that you get shadow on your face. And that's the only reason why we're doing this. So if you're to put brown on this side, then obviously by the time you take picture, you're going to look tired, you're going to look down. But we tend to use a light color so that it lifts up your face and it helps to brighten your face. And when you're taking your picture, you tend to take the picture on the side. You don't do a picture like this. When you're taking a selfie, even when a photographer is taking it, you tend to be like, from the side. So when you do that, it just helps the light to bounce. So I'm using the same beauty blender. If you like, you can spray your face before blending the concealer. It's up to you. I'm going to do that. And this one, your setting spray, there are two different ones. How do you choose the perfect shade of foundation? Because I always struggle. It used to be a struggle for me as well, and I have most of the time I always have to mix two foundation shade. But since I've got this Al Makaj, I've never had to mix Al Makaj with something else. So if you don't have the right shade in Al Makaj and you want to use other ones, then what I tend to say is you should try and get samples, which you can't get from the store now as well. So what most people advise is you get two colors and then you try and mix and match. But I say no, it's better to have a foundation that is a bit darker than your shade, and then you make it work by using a lighter concealer. Then that way you're not buying two foundation, you're not buying two concealer, you're only buying one of each, but you're making your lighter concealer to help. But like I said before, if you want to do the Al Makaj, test for foundation, I can go through it with you. Just message me on my YouTube and you can probably leave your number or something and we can go over it on Zoom. And we organize a Zoom session, we answer the questions, and you can get a shade from there. That's the easiest way that I can help you for now, So you can either spray this on your face or you can spray it on your beauty blender. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen either step, so that's the way. And for tea events, your question again, getting the right shade, you need to know your undertone. If you have a yellow undertone, if you have an orange undertone, if you have a warm undertone, those are the things that helps you to decide your foundation shade. So for me, I've got a yellow golden undertone. My neck is yellow, but then looking at my hand, you can tell that it's yellow. So you want something that even though it's blending with your neck, it's blending with your hand, it's blending with your face as well. You want something like that. So sometimes if you feel like your face is darker than your neck, then you want to get something that matches your neck, because most of the time your neck will blend with your hand. So that way you will never go wrong. So if you're choosing a darker foundation, now your concealer has to be light so that it helps to make everything work together. And that's what it is. So I'm just blending the concealer. You can start blending from anywhere, it doesn't matter. And then blending from your under eye, you're just tapping into that concealer. You don't want to do this when you're blending your concealer. You want to tap. Don't swipe. You want to tap. Keep tapping into it. And as you're tapping, it's blending, it's drying, it's blending, it's drying. And it gives you the full coverage of the product that you're using. Okay? Taking it down.
Mommy,
how can I help you?
I want a Spider-Man clothes and Spider-Man blaster.
Spider-Man plaster.
Blaster.
What is that?
Blaster.
What is that?
It's what I want to climb up steep.
Is it for school?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get it next week. I'll get it. I'll check it online, okay?
Why? Okay.
Okay. So
where's live?
Where is what?
Where's live?
Where's life?
No, line.
Line?
Yeah, line.
What's that?
It's line like no leaders in line.
What is leaders in line? So who? You can see that I'm busy. I told you before. So I'm just blending that concealer.
If I want a Spider-Man toy, there has to be no leader line.
So me going there is because I don't want that ash line. So I'm just going to blend out away from that ash line. So you can see that even though I'm blending on it, I'm not dragging it down. I'm still staying in the same position, just making sure that it blends really well. If you feel like your concealer has dried out, you can add more concealer so that it brings it life again, which I think mine has dried out. So I'm going to add a bit of concealer, just a tiny bit, just there. blend in again. And that way you get, obviously you're adding more layers, so you get more brightness on your face. So it's good to always start with little amounts rather than, you know, using too much and then you're struggling to blend it and there's problem. And then you take it over your temple on that side and just blend. Do the same on the other side. Hey, Sabur, what are you doing? I'm sorry, I want before that the kids are around and it wants to be in the video, but it cannot reach. So is no, you can't have one. So he's doing everything he can to show in the video.
Please.
No.
You already had one. I want 3. I want 2.
You want me to switch off the TV, Sabu?
I want 2.
Do you want me to switch off the TV?
Switch on the TV.
You want me to switch it off? Because you're not watching it.
It's already off. The TV's already off.
Oh. So now I'm going to do my forehead.
Yes.
See? And that feels like it's dried off already. So when you're blending, even though, you know, you want to take your time, you want to actually blend as quick as possible. If not, then it's going to be a struggle to blend. So sometimes you see all these YouTube videos and, you know, different Instagram videos of people putting concealer on their face. They go and, you know, do a run, they go and cook and do all sort of things. It is film trick. Yeah, it is film trick. It is not real. It's not as it is. So you want to make sure you're blending as you go. If not, you're going to struggle with blending out. And it's exactly the same thing when you're baking. I don't bake. I tend to just set the face. When you bake, you're leaving powder on your face. Your face goes white because it's been sat there for a long time. And then when it's time to blend it, it is a problem. So I don't advise baking. I just set and go. So you can see how I blended that out. My nose. Going over my under eye again. Both. And then doing the side. And from doing my highlight, you already know where I'm going to do my contour because you can already see the contour coming up. You can already see the shadow on my face. Yeah. I need a little bit of concealer there. So when you're applying your concealer to blend, you want to blend it as you put it. You don't want it to dry too much because when it does, it's a problem. You start having patches, which is what I had there. You can see that there's nothing showing up there. Even though I've been there, it's like, it's just disappeared. And now I'm going to contour. So to contour, you can do 2 things. You can either do a creamy contour or you can do a powder contour. It depends on my mood. I tend to do both of them sometimes, and sometimes I tend to just do one. So I'm going to do a powder contour, which is what I tend to do most of the time anyway. Sabur has been here. So for my powder contour, I'm using this one from Makeup Revolution. You can see that I've almost finished it. I've got another one, which is a very dark brown, but I like to use this one. Because it's a powder contour, you can use, it's up to you. You can use a brush, or you can still use your beauty blender, but I'm going to use my brush and contour just underneath where I've highlighted. So in between my cheekbone and my highlight. So like so. and you're just brushing it to your temple. You're doing your forehead as well. And doing the same thing on the other side. I'm doing it to the temple of my forehead, so my forehead bone there. And the contour helps to bring everything together. You can see that I've done this side. You can see the difference between this side and this side that I haven't contoured yet. You can see how that looks like it's gone in, and now I'm going to take it down. And that's the contour. So your contour literally, and then sometimes if you feel like the foundation that you've used is too light, you can use your contour to bring it together as well. And for your contour, it can be your bronzer. Some people call it bronzer as well. So whichever way you call it. But for dark skin, we tend to contour rather than bronzing. It's a light skin people that tend to do more of the bronzing, because obviously you're dark already, so you using more bronzer is like you're just adding more brownness to your face. So I tend to just stick to the contour alone and just make sure things blend out really well. So you can see how that blends in there. And looking at my face now, you can see the definition. You can see the highlights and the contour and my cheekbone. Not my cheekbone, my chin. Looking in. And if you have the double chin, you can use your contour as well. So you have the chin there, you have this one there. So your contour helps to hide that double chin away, because it's a very dark brown color. So it looks like an illusion that it's not there, but yeah, that it is there, but at least you're hiding it away. And that's just what it does when you put it in your chin. And that's me contouring my face done. So now I'm going to do my nose. So just making sure things blend really well. And you can see where I highlighted my forehead is still there in your face. My highlights, my chin area, my nose, and now I'm going to do my contour. So to contour my nose, I'm using the same brown color, using a small brush, and I'm taking that to the side of my nose. So you can use your brow to judge this. So literally where your brow stops in the middle there. So there. If you take your contour out, then your nose looks wider. So the further away your nose contour looks, then the wider your nose looks. So you want to make sure they are as close. You can see that light line in the middle, and that's just how small you want your contour to be. If your contour is too far away, then yes, your nose will be big as well. And obviously you contouring is to make sure that your nose doesn't look big. So now remember, I said when I'm doing my contour, I'm going to get rid of this black color in my eye there, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing exactly the same thing on the other side.
Pardon? I'm not hearing. What?
I'm just bringing that in as well, because even though I wanted that black there, I didn't want it to be a black in your face, so I used my contour to reduce it. And even if it was a different eyeshadow color that I've used, that's exactly the same way I would get rid of that as well. So there we go, and you do your nose there, and that's my nose contour done. What do you think, guys? If you have any question, please leave it down for me. And now I'm going to go over with my beauty blender and just blend things together. Please feel free to ask any questions that you have. We're almost done. When I'm doing makeup, once I've done my eyes, I'm like, yeah, I haven't got much to do. Okay. If you want your contour to be really dark, then you can. I will take my other contour so you can see the difference, you know, the effect. So, because this is what I've done, I like it like this because I like it natural. I like it all looking like me. I don't want to look like a Barbie, you know. So this is the other one that I use, also from Makeup Revolution. The same brush. Take it. I'm just going to use it very lightly just for you guys to see. Can you see the difference compared to that one? This is a very dark brown, so it gives you more definition on your face. So the darker your contour, then obviously the more definition that you get, and you can't do one side really dark and leave the other side. So because I've done one side, I have to do the other side. But you need to make sure it blends really well. And then do a chin area as well. And make sure you blend, like no harsh lines. We don't want to take pictures and then we start seeing lines. And then I will do my nose as well, but very lightly. Can you see how my nose pops now? Obviously before you could only see that it is a very light brown, but now you can see that it is a darker color, and you can see that light line, the highlights in the middle. Yeah, that's what you get when you use a darker. And you can see that my face obviously has changed from what it was. I'm sure you can see that. So now I need to set my face. To set my face, I use Laura Mercier. If you follow me, you will know that that is my favorite. You know, I do try different ones, but my all-time favorites. I'm using the same beauty blender. And then just going over my under eye and set. So when you put it there like that, and you do this, and then you walk away, you go and bake your food, then that's what you call baking. But I don't like to bake. I like to set and go. So apply it, set as you go. So when I'm setting, you can see how it's disappearing into the skin. That is set and go. Do it to my nose so that, you know, my nose looks really snatched. Yeah, and you can see that even though I've done it into my contour, but my contour is still there as my contour. And to define your contour, you can have a straight line there. Yeah, so your contour looks really defined. And then doing the same thing on the other side. Blend, blend, blend. Come to the corner of your eyes. You doing this setting is literally keeping that concealer in place. If you don't set your under eye after you've applied concealer and you just leave it, obviously when you start sweating, that's the first place that will move. Especially if the concealer that you've used or the product that you've used is not a matte product. Then when the oil starts coming out, you're going to start coming out from your under eye. So you want to make sure you set everywhere that you've applied your concealer. Especially I tend to set everywhere, you know, on my face, but at least you need to set your under eye, at least, you know, because I know some people don't like to do it because, you know, they're probably keeping the product or anything. Just make sure. So I'm setting, so you can see that my highlight is still my highlight, my contour is still my contour, and that's just what it is. As long as you can blend it really well, no lines, nothing, then you're good to go. You can do anything you want to do on your face. You just have to blend. Can you see how that line, the effect is there, but the straight line of that powder has disappeared, and that is what you call blending. And then you do the same thing on that little, that side. You can bake, you know, this side, your nose, if you want. You can bake your nose highlight if you want, and then set your forehead as well. Please feel free to ask any question. This video is almost finished, and that's my setting all done. If you bake and you have, you know, let me bake actually so that you guys can see. But obviously mine would not look like baking anymore because I've set it at first. You can see that I'm using it very lightly. Yeah, even though I want to bake, I'm using it very lightly. I'm not going too heavy on the product. So I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to do my eyeshadow. I've done my eyeshadow. I'm going to do my lashes, my lipstick, and then we'll come back to finishing everything. And you can see how I've changed from that housemaid to this fine girl. So let's do the lashes. For my lashes, I'm going to use my duo glue. If I can find it. Where is it? So this is my kit, by the way. This is what I use at home. Yeah. I know some of you, your kit is even more than that. So I'm using my duo glue. And what I do is I put it on that eyeliner. But before I do that, I'll get my lashes ready. This is the lashes I'm using, you know. Sometime before lockdown started, I wanted to have my own lash brand. I ordered everything, I got everything, but COVID did not let it happen. So I've been using it for myself. Maybe after COVID, I'll be coming up with them again, but for now, I've just been using them for myself. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to put my glue on top of my eyeliner that I've already, and I don't know if you guys noticed, I haven't used any mascara. My lashes are very small. Mascara doesn't really, I don't even remember to use them. So putting the glue. If you already draw your liner, then putting the glue on makes it easy because you're just following the shape of the eyeliner that you've drawn. And I'll do the other eye. I put that in, and the reason why I like this is because I put my eyeliner, I know where I'm putting the glue. Even if I don't put my eyeliner, I still know where to put the glue, and I don't, you know, it reduces any mess as well. And now I'm just gonna pick my lashes and just place it on. If my lashes look weird, it's you guys, because I'm using, yeah, it's looking weird. I'm using my phone as my, actually, let me get a mirror. So I've got my mirror, and yeah, it's easier for me to see it this way. I haven't added any more glue. It's the same glue that I've put on that I'm just using still. And now I'm just pinching my lashes and the, you know, the false lashes together. Obviously, because I haven't got long lashes, this part is usually very difficult for me. But since I found this technique, it's been easy for me. Normally, before I found this technique, I rarely do my lashes. Like, you would see me all made up but no lashes, and that's because I spend hours actually doing my lashes, because they are curly, the lashes would not stay, and I just leave it. Sometimes I spend an hour doing my lashes before, but now, no. So now I'll do the other lashes. So when you let the lashes, the glue, when you let it dry a bit before putting the lashes on, then it makes it easy for you to just attract each other, and it just sticks on easily. And that's my lashes done. My eyeliner looks a bit wonky on that side. I will correct it in a minute. Just making sure that sits really well on top of each other. And yeah, that's my lashes done. So now that I've done my lashes, I can fix. I need to get a spoolie. What's that mirror? So you can see that my eyeliner, this one looks big on that side and a little bit on that side. So don't worry, don't be scared. All you need to do is get your spoolie and just brush out that eyeliner on that side. Can you see it? It would fade out gradually. And then I will go over with my gold eye color. And that's how you can, get rid of any mess. If you make any mess with your eyeliner, you don't need to panic. All you need to do is let it dry really well, and then use your spoolie to scrape it off, and then just add that eyeshadow color to it again, like so. Yeah, I like it. And then do the same on the other side. And put the eye color again. And just to make it neat, I'll go over with my eyeliner. Now, this time I'll go over on top of my lashes, on top of that false lashes. So I normally use my NYX, but I'm using this new one that I've got from Lamasca just to see how dark it is. It's one of those ink pen ones, which I really don't like because most of the time they don't really show very well. Yeah, I can't. Okay, I think it's showing. Oh yeah, it's showing. Okay. Oop. So just going on top of that lashes. into, yeah, like so, and do the same on the other side. And you can see that even though I've applied all of that colors, my liner is still sharp as when I started. Now to finish off the cat look, which is the point of this video, is we're making a wing from my bottom eye there, from my bottom lashes there. Okay, I don't think I like this pencil for my bottom because I don't know how it's going to dry out, and I feel like it's running as well. Actually, no, I will use it. I will use it. But I don't know if it's going to run or if it's going to be there. Well, anyway, let's just finish it with this pencil. So yeah, you're drawing your wing from the bottom and then joining it to the top. You see that now my hand is not straight anymore, so I will use a small brush to clean that. I know some people use cotton board for this part, but I haven't used the cotton board before. I don't know what it would do. Yeah, and then you make it come inside as well on this side. Can you see that? And then you join it here. And that is my cat eye look. Yeah, so you have a wing inside, you have a wing on the outside. That is what gives you your cat eye look. Do the same on the other side. Join it to this inside. Yeah, and join it on that side. And I'm going to use my brush to clean that excess again. And that is, can you see the, oops. Can you see the cat eye effect already? I can see it. When you're doing your eyeliner, once you get it the first time, seriously, just leave it, because when you start going in and out of it, problem will start. So I just want this to be a bit more bold. Can you see the cat eye look? Do I look like a cat? No, I don't. I should have got A contact lens. Yes, I actually have it, but nah, I can't remember to look for that now. So I finished my eye look. I finished my lashes. Feel so comfortable. I want you to try this technique and let me know how you get on with it. So now we're going to get rid of all this powder. To get rid of that powder, I'm just using my powder brush. So on a normal day when you bake, now what you want to do is you want to get rid of that powder. You can see, like I said before, because I have already set my face, you won't really see the effect. But pretend I have not done the setting before, and I just put this powder on top of that liquid and I left it there. Obviously the concealer that was there was liquid, and I left it for there for, I think I'd left it for about 15 minutes whilst I finished the eyes, and I left it there for that long. It would get stuck into the liquid, and then you start having dots, or you have it very white, and then you have to start applying your powder, making it reduce, trying to reduce the powder look, the ash look. That's why it's just advisable to just set instead of baking. So I'm just getting rid of that powder. It's easy to get rid of the powder now because I didn't, I had already set it before applying that excess that I put there. But you can see that my face still looks white. So now I'm going to use my powder. I've got rid of the one on that nose, but you can see that nose. My nose is not really pointed, but at least you can see the effect of my contour. So now I'm going to apply my overall powder. I use this one from MAC, the mineralized skin finish. Most of the time I call it skin finish mineralized. I'm sure you guys can still see that my face looks white after applying that baking powder. I'm sure you can see. If you can see it, let me know. And now I'm just applying that powder everywhere just to make sure things blend together. And because that place looks white, I'm going to apply it a little bit to that side because I don't want it to look too white. But the advantage is that that place will stay there all day, like matte. Like you want it matte, I give you matte. That's the way it stays. So that's the advantage of baking. But really, it's even if you set, it's still exactly the same thing. So now I'm just applying the powder overall all over my face, making sure my contour line, my foundation, my concealer, making sure they all blend. And yeah, I'm happy with that look. Can you see my cat eye look? Because I can see my cat eye look and I love it. I think, I can't remember, have I done this look before? I don't even know. Sorry guys. My nose is beginning to run. Yes, I'm using wipes. I'll just use my beauty blender to dab over it. Okay, and now I'm going to apply my blusher, my highlighter, and I'm using this blusher from the same palette that I used to contour. I'm using the brush that I use for my powder. And your blusher literally is on top of your contour, but on your cheekbone. That's why I smile. So when you smile, it goes just on your cheekbone, and then you can brush it to your temple. It's the same on the other. Without doing the blusher, you can see that this cheekbone looks lifted. This one looks down, and that's the effect. Those are the little effect that these different layers that we do, that they add to your face. It's not like you're going to, turn to a Barbie or anything like that. But those little effects, those little things, those plus. Now you can see that both cheeks look lifted compared to the way it was before. Yeah. And now I'm going to add my highlighter using the same brush. And this highlighter, I got it, I got it from Nigeria, from Yanga Beauty. I've had it for almost 3-4 years now, and it's still not finished. In fact, I've actually got two, but the other one I can't open it, so it's just there. So my highlight now stays on top of my blusher. Like that. And you just blend it. When you're blending it out. You don't want to blend it in because you don't want to put highlight under your eyes. It's just at the corner of your cheekbone. Yeah. So that when you take the picture, there's light compared to that side. That place just looks down. And that one looks, see? I'm sure you guys can see the effect, you know, because I don't want to be the one telling you this is what you will get, this is what it looks like, but you can see it because that's what you get. And depending on the color of the highlight that you use, I'm sure you've seen some silver highlighter. Silver highlighter is mainly for someone that's very light, not, you know, a woman of color like ourselves, like me. Because then if you use white, then obviously that place will be white. You want something that blends with your skin tone, not something that will make you look white or scary. So now when I smile on that side, you can see the light. When I smile on this side, you can see that as well. And that's the effect of your highlighter. And then you put a little bit on there, a little bit on your forehead. Not in a straight line like this. Some people will join their nose to their forehead. No, you just want to dust it over your forehead like that. Just dust it around, you know. You don't want it to just stay there. Can you see it? So if I do my side, you can see the light, not light on a straight line. No, we don't want that. That's not good. So I'm going to apply my highlighter on my nose, just that place that I've highlighted. Remember, my contour is the brown side. My highlight is in the middle. Visit that brush is small. You want to use a bigger brush so you can spread it out. And your highlight is what would actually, you know, make your nose pop. Like, yeah, it's skinny, it's contoured. Like that. I'm just blending it in. And I did not take it over my forehead. It's just staying in the middle there. You can put a little pop. Thank you. And then you do your cupid brow as well. You can highlight your brow bone if you want. I rarely do that. I only do it once in a while when I remember. Oh no. Yeah. I like my cat look. I like my look. So yes, I've done most of the things. Just make sure things blend together. No harsh lines anywhere. And now I'm going to do my lips. I like my nude lips. So I don't know, should I do nude lips or should I do my red lips? All the cat eye looks that I saw, they actually had nude lipstick on. So I think I'm going to do nude lipstick. For my nude lipstick, I'm going to line my lips with this brown pencil. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ma, for joining. Drawing my lips. When you're drawing your lips, you want to give a little smile. Because when you do that, if your lips are like very dry, that's when your pencil will stop like that, and then you're making a mistake. But if you do a bit of a smile, then it makes it go straight, like so. And there was this trend that I mentioned in my last video that people overline their lips. You can do it. It just add a little bit of a different look to your face. It's nothing, serious. So, but I don't overline. I tend to just stay in the line most of the time, unless you request for it or I want to do something different. This is another thing that when you're doing, you want to concentrate as well. You don't want to keep talking when you're doing it, but you can't always. Yeah, you can't always tell clients not to talk when you're doing their face. I actually like it when they talk, because then I know what they are doing, if they like what I'm doing or if they don't like it, because when they're quiet, you don't know what is in their mind. So it's good for them to talk. Then at least I know that, okay, she's happy. Because when they don't talk, sometimes you're thinking, what are they thinking in their mind? Are they thinking this girl knows her job or she doesn't know her job, So sometimes when clients are too quiet, it's a bit of a trouble. So let them talk. So, at least you know their mind. So I'm going to use my concealer that I've been using recently for my lipstick. I'm using this one from any light concealer really will do the job. So just in the middle. Obviously, if you want it to stay on for a long time, then you want to use a matte concealer, not a luminous concealer. Okay. So just blending that in. And to finish up, I'm going to apply some lip gloss from Makeup Revolution. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ma. I really appreciate it. So I'm just going to use this. Even when you're doing your lipstick, you want to make sure there are no ash lines as well. So you have to blend your liner and your lipstick together. So the good thing before applying my lip gloss is the fact that I've applied a matte concealer. I know that lipstick is going to stay on for a long time. So that's the advantage of using a matte lip concealer or lipstick before you go ahead and apply lip gloss. So yeah, I finished the look. So yeah, that took us 1 hour 30 minutes. So for just me to do my face for 1 hour 30 minutes, and then when you're in a rush, you're thinking, oh, I can do all of this in 10 minutes. It's not possible. You cannot do a full face in 10 minutes, because trust me, you just can't finish everything. You feel like there's no way you're going to forget something. It's not going to be perfect. So you need to take your time. You need to, you don't need to rush. So if you're rushing, then you don't want to do a full glam. Just do the basic, which is your brow, your foundation, your powder, and your lip gloss. But then if you have the time, like I've done today, 1 hour 30 minutes, oh my god, to do everything. I've done a cat eye look. I hope the cat eye look actually looks like a cat eye look. I don't know. But you guys, please let me know what you think in the comment below. I would definitely love your opinion on this look. Is it really a cat eye look? Does it look like a cat eye look? Does it not? 1 hour 30 minutes. Yes, it took me 1 hour 30 minutes to do this. This is a live session and I started immediately when I jumped on. So yes, it's definitely a 1 hour 30 minutes. And one other trick is to get to stop lipstick from going on your teeth. Once you finished your lipstick, then you want to do that with a tissue, with a wipes. I've just used wipes and it's all the same thing. If not, you start, having lipstick on your teeth and it's not comfortable. You've taken picture, like 10 pictures, and then everything has lipstick stain on it. Not good. So yes, you want to use that tissue or you want to use wipes to just do that and make sure it blends. Yeah. And if you want to change your lipstick anytime, feel free. You just add the other color on top of it. I can change it now, but I want this new lips. Should I change the lipstick? What do you think? Let me do my edges in the meantime while I'm considering if I should change my lipstick or not. So I'm using my black edge control, the one that camouflages my edges. This just makes me feel like my hair is grown, like, it's there even though there's nothing there. And I've still got my unicorn hair. I actually like that hair so much. So I'm glad, you guys were able to join. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Auntie Rebecca, who was joined in. I can't remember. I know I had people coming in and out, but I really cannot remember their names. But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate your time. Yeah, that's my edges done. And once you've done your hair, the face just looks like, you've done something extra again. Everything comes together and, it just adds that extra touch. And when I said my foundation looks orangey, but then when I apply my concealer, it blends. You can see all of that. She's going to do my makeover very soon. Very soon. I just have to make sure I either, I don't want to say threaten, but I have to do something to her that I know that yes, she would want to do it, and then I'll let her do it, because she gets too hyper when she sees the camera. And actually she should have actually done it today, because they're starting school on Monday. I'm so excited. School is starting on Monday. Oh God, thank you. At least I can enjoy my shielding for a few days before I go back to work. But yes, she's going to do my video, my makeup very soon. Probably, if I see people's response to this video, I might bring her on live actually next week Saturday, because she started school on Monday. So maybe next week Saturday we'll do another live session with my daughter doing my makeup. If she's hearing this right now, I'm sure she's going to be very, very excited. But I still have to consider that's if she behaves herself. So where is the party? Is anyone having any party? Please invite me. Don't let this makeup waste. I need to go somewhere. Should I go for a walk? I don't know what to do. When I make up, I feel like I just have to do something. You don't want the makeup to just go to waste like that. Please, if anyone is having any party in their house, or they know anywhere I can go, leave in the comment section and I'll be there. Yes, school is starting. We are so excited. I'm like, yay! Yay, school is starting. So I finished my makeup and putting my earring on. Everything looks like, yeah, Teji is babe. I should come to Odam. No, Odam is high risk. Odam is high risk. I'm not coming to Odam. Do you have party going on? If you have party, I'll come actually. Do you like my makeup? Do you like my look? Is there anything that you feel like I should have done differently? Do you have any question? Anything? Please feel free to ask. Please feel free to put in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer them. And do you think this came out looking like a cat eye look? I think so. Yeah. I haven't done this look before, so I'm gonna be putting it on Instagram. I'm gonna be doing some TikTok videos as well, because this makeup cannot go to waste. So TikTok, here I come. Do you want me to put this video on my YouTube so that you can rewatch it later when you're doing your own makeup? I think I will. I think I'll put it there. I don't know what to do to my hair. I don't know what to do to my hair. So I like it like this. I should post it. Okay, I will post it. Thank you very much. Oh yes, thanks Auntie Kende, Mommy Ramadan. I see you, my student of life. I can't wait to have you back after COVID. Yes, I can't wait to start painting faces again. Like, I've missed it. Can you please help me get a makeup kit? Yes, I can. I do help people to build their makeup kit, so I will contact you and we will talk later. No problem. Okay, I will post it. Yes, I will. Thank you very much. I'm glad you all like this look. Thank you. Thanks for your time. I truly appreciate it. I really want to play music and dance for you guys, but YouTube does not like copyright things, so I cannot. Yes, I will contact you. Maybe I should sing with my mouth. Sophia? Sophia? We have to change mind, dear. Sophia? Go down more. I'm having a mini party. Come and join me. Sophia? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. I truly appreciate your 2 hours with me. I appreciate it. God bless you. And for 1,000 subscribers, I wanted to have a 1,000 subscriber party, but the balloon that I ordered did not come, or it has not come. So whenever the balloon gets delivered, then I'm going to celebrate. But let's get, me to 4,000 watch hours so that I can be giving you more. Okay? Thank you to all. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you learned something. I'm sure you would remember one of the things that you've learned before. I'm sure. Mommy Ramadan. I'm sure you do. I did not spray my face. Let me spray my face. So there are 2 types of spray. We've got the matte one and we've got the luminous one. The difference between the 2 of them, both of them will make your makeup stay on, but one of them, which is this luminous one, will make it glow. So it will make it look like you're sweating, but you're not sweating. So that's a glow. But then this one will make it stay dry, like matte on your face. So depending on the look you want to go for, you can decide on which one you use. Both of them, like I said, will make it stay. It's just the look that it gives you at the end of the day. So you use one and it makes it stay matte, powdery, and you use the other, it makes it look like you're sweating, but you're not sweating, you're actually glowing. So father as a donkey, mother die, father die. Which one should I use? Okay, I'll use the glow one. Just because I'm not going anywhere. If I was going to a party, somewhere that I know that I'll be there for a long time, then I'm going to use the matte one because I don't want to look like I'm sweating. But because I'm just at home, I'm just going to do videos, I'm going to use the glow one. So and once that dries out, you can immediately, you'll be able to see the effect on the look already. Like, it just looks like Chef Ororo Paojuni, even though it's not Ororo, but yeah, that's what it looks like. Yes, that feels dry. I don't know if you can see the change in the look already, because I can see it. It feels like it's calmed down compared to before when it was looking really dry and powder. Now it looks like it's all come together, it's settled, and I don't know if you can see it. Is it just me that is thinking in my head, or Is that what you see as well? Please let me know in the comments, and I really appreciate your time. So I don't want to drag this for too long. I'm going to leave you guys for now. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad you appreciate and you like this video. I'm going to leave it on my page so that other people can see it as well. And I'm hoping I'll be bringing you more live videos. This was just to try it because the last live video I did, I was only able to do it. Now I look gloss exactly. I'm glad you can say it. Yes. So that's the effect of the glow mist. So that one is called a glow mist, and the other one is a mattifying mist. So that's the difference in the looks that it give you. But because now I look glowy, if I use the other one, it doesn't really do anything because it's glowy already. So yes, that's what it is. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. I will see you next time in my next video. Ciao. Bye bye. See you later.
Bye bye. Are you gone?
Not yet. Let me
Bye
see.
bye 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 bye.
Save. Hey, what are you doing? What's that? No. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye.
Okay.
Are you gone now?